I have no doubt that you're all familiar with the terms influencer marketing. The same influencer marketing that's been growing year on year in market size and being injected with more and more venture capital cash than ever before. But we all know that with any industry that's seeing this level of growth, businesses are going to inevitably follow. Every startup's first thought on capitalizing on this growth is influencer marketing agency, which has worked wonders, but we're seeing too much of it. In fact, even according to the research carried out by the Influencer Marketing Hub, it's being suggested that the agency market is being quite saturated. So the question now is, how do we enter this growing space with a slightly different approach? Our vision is to take the dependency away on brand deals and allow influencers to be self-sufficient brands themselves. Enter Staraplex, a full-service bespoke merchandise solution for influencers. So what does a service look like? Well, first, the influencer meets their personal assistant. With them, they exchange creative ideas around the brand and design of merchandise. They then review the store and designs. The influencer creates content with the merchandise. And finally, the store goes live along with the merch. Using the example of a 3 million follower influencer, because the marketing is done for free, the profit margin for the store is at around 50%, after which Staraplex takes a 35% cut, which is how we generate our income. The added benefit of this industry is that direct competition is close to minimal, with no direct competition within the UK, but some in the US, though still not enough to cover the hundreds of thousands of influencers that exist. Staraplex has the advantage of offering all services from store setup, brand design, and shipment and fulfillment, whereas other services only cater to one service. This makes Staraplex the most approachable service for influencer merchandising needs. As for the timeline, in 2018 is when I created my first ever influencer merchandise store. At a four-figure revenue, I knew this was going to work well. 2 years later, Staraplex was incorporated and born. We launched an MVP in January of this year. And since then, we've been speaking to a very large talent management agency that wants to roll the service out to 27 of their influencers. We also had an angel investor join the team at around this time. We started creating templates for stores for viewing and marketing, and now we are currently prospecting and hiring more artists and designers and growing the team. Our milestone for this year is to hit or partner with 10 influencers. This should get our total store revenue to around 488,000, which leaves us with a 85K commission. The goal moving forward and for next year is to partner with 40 influencers. This takes our own yearly revenue to 240,000. I really want to also emphasize the benefits of this business model, which is stores can be fully automated for all the way from fulfillment to shipping. Even during droughts, we maintain monthly revenue from all previous stores that we manage. Naturally, as you know, influencers grow, some faster than others, and thus means so does their revenue. And finally, the business is not really cash dependent. We work with freelancers and contractors on a project by project basis, and then the stores pay for themselves. So who's on the team? I'm Thomas, the founder. I spent the last year working in an influencer marketing agency, the last 2 years running my own marketing agency. And in this time, I also scaled six-figure stores in the e-commerce industry using influencers and paid social. My co-founder is Dale, who had a successful start with influencer marketing in 2017. He also built six-figure brands with influencers and influencer marketing, and he currently works in sales. It's safe to say that we've lived and breathed this space. But we also have an angel investor, like I alluded to before, on our team, who is an Australian rugby union player and is offering his network if we choose to open stores for sports players as well. With all that said, at the early stage that Staraplex is in, we're aiming for a modest 55K in funding, but open to advisors and relevant intros. And I think I'll leave you with a slide here showing how we'd allocate the funding. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope I've got you all excited for the future of what could be for influencer marketing economy, and I'm happy to take any questions.